Hello and welcome, my beautiful Pisces, my mermaids, my mermen, and my sea sponges of the sea. This is your Pisces Daily Vibe from your guides message for January the 15th. Can't believe we're in the middle of the month of January already. Well, let's see what we've got here. Our first message is fork in the road. We might be a little bit indecisive here. It's time to make a decision, and we need to consider the consequences as we get ready to do this. We need to own up to our own obligations and make a choice. And this choice, they're saying, is a necessary choice that we have to make. Every choice is a consequence. And we've arrived at a fork in the road, and we're being asked to come to a decision. Okay, we need to make our mind up about a situation here. And, who do we need to become and what do we need to believe in order to live a life of prosperity here? Making those decisions when it comes to your job and your career, perhaps. When it comes to relationships, maybe you've reached a moment of truth and in this relationship, and you're going to have to choose something to open up to the possibility of love, or to remain isolated, or go deeper and commit to a mutual passion, or maybe even walk away from something here. And relationships don't have to be romantic. It could be, a friend that you might have known, or you thought you were close to. But it's time to take responsibility for us to trust our truest desire and then go after it. We need to be honest with ourselves about what we're willing to do and invest in and give at this time. Then we have to make that decision and choose. We cannot make a wrong choice. So if we move forward with a relationship, know that it was based on truth, okay, and authenticity. We will have made a conscious decision rather than simply hanging on because we don't want to be alone, or ending things because we're afraid of the intensity of a genuine connection. But remember, all roads lead us to these lessons. We must learn in our own relationships and learn from these lessons, right? So, we've come as far sometimes in when it comes to our job and our businesses. We've come as far as we can on this part of our journey, maybe, and now we're faced with a choice. Okay, do we stay? Do we go? We need to choose. Are we making those changes the way we need to make them? So today's a day of making choices and decisions that are going to be important to us. It could be life changing when it comes to relationships and with our jobs. Okay, coming in next, we have the tent. And the tent says this is a temporary situation for some of us. When we think of a tent is a residence that we can pick up and take down that easily, just like that. And, let's think of the nomads. That's what they did. They stayed overnight on top of a mountain, and the next day they were down in a valley, and so on and so on. So this is about realizing that whatever situation we're dealing with today, even if it's a challenging one, it's only going to be temporary, because we have the free will to step up today and make the choices that are necessary so that we know we can stand our ground firmly and know the direction we're going to go, because we don't want to be often in a temporary situation. We want stability. We want to know that we're in a safe place. We want to know the situation. We want to have a clear sight line of something, clarity coming into a situation. So this is a temporary situation you're going through, but if you make the right decision, okay, go this way or that way, you're going to be able to know that you can pick up and start heading out and go after your next goal here. Now, the attraction card comes in. Ooh, I like that. So this could be, this card is, saying we can be magnetic to others and attract the good things into our life. And we can repel what we no longer wish to attract, right? Making those choices. And we need to be ready for opportunity if it knocks on the door. And we need to avoid extremes that might cause negative imbalance in our body or mind. And we need to think of connections greater than ourselves. So my mantra is, I can attract what I wish and repel what I do not want in my life. So this is about growing and attracting what we want with these experiences in our lives. And, this can be positive relationships too in our life, and lifestyle that suits us better, and clarity and love and prosperity and creativity, and the list goes on and on. All about making these choices. We can attract what it is we want to us if we make the right choices. So it also suggests that we think globally and for the whole. If we're making intentions on the supermoon, we need to include one planet. Okay, and of course this is the supermoon that's on this card. So it is a big decision and choice that you're making this today, and know that we can attract what we want. So this is a day we should really be manifesting and meditating on what we want, and actually believe it's here, and we're able to see it, able to taste it, able to feel it, know that it belongs to us today. So don't be afraid to sit there. And even if it's on your lunch hour at work, or in the morning, early morning hours, or when you go to bed before you go to sleep, sit there in that quiet time, or when you come home and you want to get into a bubble bath or soak in salts or whatever. Do that work today, because today's going to be a powerful day. When they talk about a supermoon, and literally we're not experiencing a supermoon, out there, but it's saying that we need to feel that energy. Okay, very powerful number on there too, 44. So you look those numbers up and you'll be amazed. Okay, coming in with these cards, the tarot cards we've got is the Sun, the Six of Cups, and the Knight of Swords. So when I had talked about be careful what you attract, don't go jumping anything too quickly, don't make snap decisions, because that's what this Knight of Swords is about. This Knight of Swords says, yeah, something might come up, you're going to get enthusiastic, excited, and you're going to go charging after it, but put on the brakes a little bit, Pisces. Today we need to go slow and steady. We need to be accurate, articulate, and creative, but we need to know that we're not going to slip up. We're not going to jump into something without checking it and crossing our T's and dotting our I's. This is a day too that, somebody might have a short fuse. This is a card that says you could get in a confrontation with somebody. Somebody might want to pick on you, or have a little bit of a debate, or a little bit of an argument, or a disagreement with you. So a heads up for that today too. It is the beginning of the week. Sometimes people, they bring to work the residual of whatever they did on the weekend, and they drag it into their workspace, and sometimes they just don't have, they're not with it, right? They're really not living in their highest self. So beware of that too. And Pisces, don't lose your cool today either, okay? But this is about, it could be an unanticipated conflict, okay? And it could be an impulsive decision you don't want to make either. And that's what I said. Be careful here. Don't do anything too quickly, okay? Even though you something comes in here and you feel unstoppable and you want to go after it, put the brakes on a little bit, okay? Think of the Temperance card, all right? And think of the Knight of Pentacles. Take your time. Even though this is the Knight of Swords, don't do anything too impulsive. Okay. In the first of this reading, oh my gosh, the Sun comes in. You're going to make the right decisions here. The Sun is, I always say, the best card in the entire deck, because it has to do with beautiful, beautiful energy coming in. It has to do with, wonderful success, and even more than we ever dreamed we were worthy of or we're going to get. And we've done the work spiritually. We've done, it's going to bring some major changes in our life because of it. Know that we're on the right path today. Okay, these decisions and choices we're making, okay, are very, very imperative as to bringing in this joy in our life. And it's a day where we're going to want to do that. So it's also getting recognized for the things we do that people appreciate. Okay, seeing the rewards coming in, if it's at work, if it's in a relationship, if you're in a group, or you're in a whatever, working for a team, or whatever the case is. You're going to see that people are going to appreciate you for what you do and what you offer and who you are. So Pisces, you're shining in your light. This is also the card. The Sun is about vibrant, emotional and physical health. You're going to be feeling better. If some of you have been feeling under the weather, or you've had a virus, or you've had a bug, or you picked up something, or you were feeling down over the weekend, this is going to be the end of that. Six of Cups comes in. Okay, Six of Cups is that energy that says, that you're going to be able to be in connection with somebody from your past. Or it could be in connection with somebody from a distance, or someone who became distanced from you. And I always look at this card that, it may be reconnecting with friends or a romantic partner from our past, or it can be a new acquaintance. We feel like we're old familiar friends with, because of the karmic connection that we seem to have for each other, that connection, that puzzle piece fitting. But it's a beautiful card, and it talks about, we could be just romanticizing about the past, thinking about it. Well, let's face it, Pisces, we're the biggest daydreamers out there. We're renowned for losing ourselves in our imaginary worlds, because we're escapists. That's our escapism. That's where we go. Pisces, this is a card that says you could be reconnecting with somebody here, and it could be somebody you went to school with or you knew as a kid, or you know, a long forgotten romance you'd been with somebody in high school, whatever the case is. Because I say this all the time now, in the age that we're living, with all this connection with internet and and all of this stuff out here, this technology and virtual access. You could be meeting somebody out here on social media, and all of a sudden you're going to have this great connection, and you might be setting up a coffee date or a luncheon date or something because you want to reconnect. So it's a great card. Just don't do anything too rash, too impulsive today. Know that you're going to bring around an all over general energy of good energy around you. Whatever struggles you have, the choices that you make are going to be very important that you maintain them positive because you want to attract that positive energy, what it is you want, and that goal. Well, my beautiful, beautiful Pisces, this is our daily vibe, the energy from our guides for today. And I wish you a great remainder to today. And I send you lots of love and many blessings. And I'll see you soon, my beautiful mermaids and mermen.